So welcome to Mr. Prepper. Here's a new game for you. It's by Rejected Games, is the developer. It was released in March of 2021. So it's coming up on its birthday. Not sure what they're going to do for it. So far, they have done a Halloween event for this game while it was in development, because it has been in development and actively sold for a while. The publishers Playway, SA, and Rejected Games. Mr. Prepper is one of those games that I picked up at a Steam sale. I want to say for the two things that I got, which was like Mr. Prepper and Animal Farm was the DLC. And I think I even got the soundtrack for around 12 to 15 bucks altogether. If you don't buy it on sale, the base game goes for $20 on Steam. The soundtrack goes for $2 on Steam. And Animal Farm, the DLC, goes for about like $10 on Steam. At least in the US. Now, the game is available on PC, PlayStation, and Switch. I'm pretty sure the PlayStation and Switch versions are only available as DLC games, meaning you'll have to buy them through the Switch shop or through the PlayStation Network store. I've seen some digital keys available from different websites that are questionable at best, but the pricing is between like $2.20 to $3.30. The game itself is kind of a tongue-in-cheek nuclear holocaust game. The whole idea is that the government has taken over your town and you have tried to escape, so they put you back in your house and force you to stay there. They take away your car so you can't go anywhere. So you're stuck at home for the most part. That's where the game is kind of odd, you see. Because part of being Mr. Prepper is getting materials. So you can order stuff through your mailbox. And I'll show you that here in a little bit. But the overall gameplay is kind of a loop in a lot of ways, like most of these kind of games are. But this one is go out, gather some materials, order some materials, make a little bit of money, trade some stuff away, sell some stuff that you find, keep some stuff that you've already got, try and get your bunker built before the nukes drop and blow everything to shit. And in your bunker, well, your bunker can be pretty extreme. I mean, you can make yourself a spaceship to get away in, for God's sakes. This, I don't know. I mean, if I'm honest, the game that Bethesda came out with for your cell phone, this seems like a much more complex version of that. And by that, I mean Fallout Shelter. Fallout Shelter is available on pretty much all platforms now. You can get it on everything. I'm pretty sure you can run it on a toaster. But yeah, the developers, they basically made this. It has potential. You look at it, I look at it. It looks like something that has potential. The problem is lots of things look like they have potential. Like, you know, that I don't know how to put it other than they're just, it's like they miss something. It's just not, it doesn't feel intuitive enough. This game feels like it should be playable with just a mouse, but you're using full QWERTY keyboard controls. it should be really, really playable with a controller because it's available on other platforms like the PlayStation and the Switch. And I'm kind of surprised it isn't on PC, like compatible with a controller to be, you know, usable. It just doesn't feel complete. The PC version especially feels less complete than the other versions. Not that they probably feel complete either, to be honest. They probably are just as broken in their own special way. Because this game is one of those, in its own special way kind of things that is broken. It feels very like they tried to make this into an MMO, and the management of materials, the way things break down, the time management, the way the world advances when you're working on something. I mean, it's like they tried really hard to make this a survival game that you could take it seriously, but it's really kind of not. I mean, Fallout Shelter is serious in its own way, and it's just not really good. This is not really good in another way. Fallout Shelter encourages you to middle manage, to be the overseer, to play with people's lives. This is just your life, effectively. I mean, unless you count the Animal Farm end of it, then it's a different story because you got the animals involved. But you know what I mean. It's just, it's, I don't know, it's just kind of crap. It's very easy to get sucked into, and you'll burn some time without really realizing it. Like I recorded for a good solid hour. I'm cutting this down just so that I can, and I'm only giving you parts of the introduction so that you can see what's going on, because it is not, I don't know how to put it other than it's just, it's not a game that I really want to continue with. But I rate games like I rate everything else on a scale of 1 to 10, or at least that's what I'm doing with this. This thing, if 10 is the highest and 1 is the lowest, I don't understand how this thing was nominated for a Steam Awards nomination. I'm just going to throw that out there. The graphics aren't bad. The presentation isn't bad. It just feels convoluted in the way that they have designed the interface, and the fact that the whole thing just seems kind of eh. Oh, and by the way, I like most survival games I can give a certain level of pass to because they're a survival game, and I realize you got to gather materials and do things like everybody else does. But it's just, I don't know, man. This thing is just bad. It's not really good. It's like it's just, it's missing something, if you know what I mean. And the fact that they charge you for the soundtrack in this game is uh, electronic music that isn't done with any kind of flair, or, I mean, it's just eh. Yeah, I've said eh a lot. That's because I don't want to get this thing age restricted, and I'd like to be honest and say that it's great, but it's not. It's just kind of, it exists. It kind of sucks. I wish I hadn't bought it, but I did, and you don't have to. So, anyway. For those people that want to punish themselves, by all means pick this game up and punish yourself. It would probably be more fun on a Switch, to be honest, or any kind of handheld device. On a PC, it's kind of dead. On a PlayStation, I wouldn't recommend it. So, there we go. And that'll be it for the day. You guys have a good time. Find a game you like to play. Find something you want to do, and go for it. I'll talk to you later. Bye.